shit.
Well! Well! Well!
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm Big Grubbin, and over here is Big Dirty Snooch. Big Dirty Cooch. Welcome to the Escape Pod. No. That's funny shit. I always like fuck with like different ways I can fuck with the Escape Pod. What up, everybody? It's the podcast of pain. And today we're talking about the Sandlot.
Yeah, Sandlot.
1993, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I like literally did no notes.
Oh no, I was watching. That's what it was like. I was watching, introducing the boys to it. When you messaged me, I was like, "You know what? We're doing on the Sandlot." And you asked me what my opinion was.
That works.
I was like, "Fuck it,
That fucking works." Oh yeah. I also wanted to say, man, it's good to see you stateside again.
Yeah.
Heard you were in China.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it. I know. I'm too much for myself. I'm too much for everybody else.
You get
too.
fucking lost in that.
Oh man, never come back. You didn't catch anything, did you?
That was true.
I mean, that's where fucking coronavirus came from, right? Yeah.
Oh shit. Woo. Things that make you go, whoa.
Good times. All right, so we got some exciting shit. Like, all right, so I've already been talking to Lunar Girl of the Red 5 Network.
Okay.
She fucks around with ATSW, the Escape Pod, and Sidebar Cantina and all that. And she's putting together a special episode that we got coming up on the 18th. I don't have a title, but basically she's going to be playing this or that with us.
Oh, okay.
And I'm planning on getting like at least one other person so that it kind of just goes around the table, and then the echo in this motherfucker really pisses me off. It's like I feel like I have to, no, yours is good.
All right.
It's just, I don't know, one episode to the next, I got to do it this way and that way. And yeah, excuse the painted nails. My daughter's a fashionista, and she likes to practice on me. That fucking shit sucks. The microphone, not my daughter painting my nails. I don't give a fuck about that. Anyway, what have you been up to lately?
Not much. I had my boys all week, so we just hung out and did dude shit.
Man,
Played video games, watched movies.
I'll tell you what, dude, that day I came over, I thought they were going to fucking throw hands.
Dude, that's how they are. They'll be all chill and like bros, and they'll throw hands, and then 5 seconds later, they'll be bros again.
I'm like, all right, man, I don't want to be a witness to anything and have to testify later.
No, I don't worry about it, because like 5 seconds later, that's how me and my brother were. We beat the shit out of each other, and then 5 seconds later, we playing a video game.
And I wasn't so much worried about that. I was more worried about getting eaten by Scoob.
Oh, Scoob. No, he's trying to sit in your lap.
He's a big son of a bitch, man.
What
did you say, 130 pounds?
35, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
My last great day was 160.
God damn, that's a big ass dog. Man.
Big ass baby. Fucking needy bastard.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. It's wild. So last night, Don and Lunar Girl, or Don and the Escape Pod rather, and Lunar Girl, they do Stranger Things Has Happened.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically go, I mean, I don't think Don watched it from the rip. I think he's like finally getting into it himself. And they're doing a pod where they go like episode by episode.
Oh yeah.
It's a good time too. The kids weren't on. Like, I thought they were gonna sit and watch it. We're gonna do it. No, it's not what a podcast. But whatever. It's a good time.
Overview.
But yeah, I can't wait. She's gonna put together, because the Escape Pod has their Patreon show called The Smoking Room.
No.
And they usually like pick a question from the audience or a topic or whatever like that, and then they just rant on it for 20, 25 minutes or whatever, and that was one where they were like, hey, we got Lunar Girl, she's gonna throw this and that at us, and it was fucking fun. I'm like,
sick.
We gotta do that. Yeah, so she's gonna go, she said she's gonna start from like PG and work all the way up to like spicy. And there's gonna be like 20 questions on there. We probably spend some time explaining our answers, or our side, our point of view, or whatever like that.
It's actually a game I'm not familiar with, so
it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. I don't think I'm at all scared of what kind of questions she's gonna ask.
No.
Like, it was getting a little intense. it was getting a little intense towards the end because Lunar Girl's married to Dragon Buddy.
Oh, okay.
So when she would ask those risque questions, I
Put
was
him on
like,
the spot.
say it. All right.
I'm at the point in my life I just don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm getting there, man. It's hard. It's hard, man. I'm like lately I've been like wilding the fuck up, like really fucking tight. So it had to do with him, the old bastard in the fucking living room. And baby mama got into it about something.
Just put them in a ring together, a weapons match, see what happens.
Dude, that's what I'm gonna do because that's what my parents always threatened to do with me and my sister, and I was always disappointed. But anyway, you know, it's like I'm playing ref. I just got home from work, man. I'm tired. I don't care. Like I don't want to. I'm not trying to pick.
Why are they beefing to begin with?
I don't want to get into it. It's just. You know, it's just one more fucking headache I don't want to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it just goes back to me not liking people and wanting to run away. Like I'm waiting for those billionaires out there, man. You guys are giving away fucking $50,000 or fuck even $10,000 for somebody to give up technology for a week and go camp in the woods. But anyway,
trying to do submarine out.
In a fit of fucking rage, I fucking Tony Soprano the fuck out of my display screen in my car.
Hell yeah.
So not hell yeah.
I've been there. I'm not.
But it sucks, man. Like that's how. I mean, I broke my hand that way before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like God. I try and, you know how people are always like, all right, well, you know, you need to talk more. You need to get it out. But then when I do, and I tell people my real opinion, like let's say, me and my dad got into it or whatever like that, and you know, when I go over how I feel or whatever like that, and I'll say like, you irritate the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes that to fucking heart and he's butthurt now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
nobody wants to hear the truth.
It makes it so where I just don't want to fucking say shit. So I don't. And I let it bottle it up. And I bottle it up. And then something at work happens and I get more pissed. And then it just explodes. Fuck. It's bad enough I gotta fucking take meds. You know, I last couple of weeks I was talking about like, go back to your therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, man, I haven't been there 2 years. So then I got to catch her up on the last 2 year events.
Fucking unrip off all those fucking scabs.
Yeah, like just relive it all and get all. I mean, you only get an hour per session. So I got to just keep going back. So if you're thinking about going, just go every week, maintenance wise, just like changing the oil in your car, keep up with it. Because if you let it get too far behind, you're fucked. That's why I do this. This is my medication now. It calms me the fuck. Well, to a degree, it calms me the fuck down. Sometimes I get mean.
I've been turning to the devil's lettuce has been my friend lately.
I get mean and I fucking start saying like everything that I've had to say for the last fucking long while.
Let it all out.
Then you like wake up in the morning hungover and you're looking at those texts you sent. You're like, fuck. I'm going over some of my notes. I mean, when I'm at work and I think of something, I put it in the notes, and then it becomes a big old fucking going postal with Darius. We'll talk about this postal bullshit that I've had last couple of weeks. I think that cats and dogs should be outlawed.
Oh yeah.
Or at the very least regulated to wake up after certain times during the, you know.
Like you should have a license for them.
Oh.
Like not just get them registered. You should actually be able to fucking have to have a license.
Yeah, I mean some people, man. Some people control their fucking animals, but a lot don't.
I think there should be. I think you should. If you abuse an animal, you should be put on a sex offender list.
Oh, I'm not even talking about that.
That's what I'm saying, though.
I'm just saying, like, I go do certain routes, and when you pass certain houses in the morning, they have, like...
It's already out there, ready to fuck you up.
And it's not even so much that they're out there. It's just, like, the annoying-ass dogs. The little yippers that fucking run and jolt into the fucking plastic door back and forth because you're trying to give the mail, you know? And
how early did you start?
We get there to the building at 7:45. And then, I mean, it's subjective for everybody else. It's different for everybody else. So maybe 9, let's say for shits and giggles, 9:30, I'm out there. But yeah, like the yip yak dogs are the worst. And cats, oh my God. So there's one route that I do on the south side, the regular, sweet little old lady. She's like Betty White. You know, like I'm sure she's dropped a couple of F-bombs in her life, but it takes her a lot to get there.
Is she like Betty White from like Placid or?
Yeah, I've never personally experienced that out of her, but I've heard the stories. But she is a very animalistic type of person. She'll feed like dogs biscuits, and she has a bag of cat food in her truck. So when I pull up to those certain spots, and when I pull up to the certain spots or whatever like that, you got these motherfucking cats just waiting for the fucking food, like waiting for you. I'll get out of the truck, jump the goddamn mail for like the 4 or 5 houses or whatever like that, and there will be cats sitting there. Like what? There was like 2 or 3 houses, and I jumped out and I left the door open, came back, and there were like 3 cats just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? So, Jesus Christ.
On that note.
Yeah, on that note.
I'm gonna have one of these in a minute.
That's spicy. Takes the edge off. Anyway, let's see. What else you got going on? Anything?
Not much. It's I've been on vacation all week, so I've been vegging out, ignoring everybody, and spending time with my kids.
Playing any new games or anything?
Not really. The boys have been playing Fortnite. They released Optimus Prime as a character to unlock on there, so
yeah,
they've been vegging out on that.
Let's see here. What else we got going on? Been coming up with different topics. Oh fuck! So go to work, and my coworker Ashley, she's married to Curtis that does tactical trash out.
Oh, okay.
So he was one of the first ones I got to where he got one of the new gen systems, and he got a PS5.
Yeah.
And now it looks like he's selling it.
You gonna buy it from him?
No. Well, there's a couple things. He wants to get an Xbox Series X now, or S, or whatever the fuck it's called.
That's what I got.
Well, his reasoning behind it is he likes the green controller because it matches his garbage can.
Why does he just go buy a green PlayStation controller?
I don't know.
I will hydro dip that shit for him.
This is just what Ashley's telling me. I'm like, all right. And then that's the first thing I said when she said he was selling it. I was like, well, how much does he want for it? Turns out it's the digital one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the grid if the grid comes off or grid shuts down or whatever like that, I like to have the physical copies.
That's how I am too.
So, I mean, they do have the extension or the expansion or whatever the fuck, you know. But I don't want to go through all that bullshit. I'd rather have the physical shit in my hand.
I don't know.
But then she started talking to me about the backbone. You ever heard of the backbone? It's basically like, think of it as using your phone as a Nintendo Switch. So it's that little.
I know what it is. You slide it into there. Oh shit! Slide it in.
It's that. Yeah, you basically slide it in, and I guess all your games. It's just like playing Nintendo Switch. You got all your games on the cloud and everything like that. I think she said it's like $40 a year.
Oh, that's not bad.
And you can play like anything on the catalog, the video game catalog.
I've been playing my Switch. They got that 64 emulator on there.
Yeah.
And I've been playing. They got GoldenEye and shit.
Yeah.
I've been playing that. Introducing the boys to the new stuff.
Just been mowing people down in Grand Theft Auto. That's all I do anymore. It's like 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and I fucking
That's the thing about Grand Theft Auto is I want somebody to play with on there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody that plays is an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to play with the girls when they're at their mom's before, like we were trying to do like missions or whatever like that, and it took long enough to get them to join my crew or my gang or whatever like that, and then to do like your drug missions. You can't be in a crew. You have to be in the motorcycle club. Okay. So that's another step that you have to fucking take, and it's a pain in the ass. And then I finally get like the helicopter where we're getting ready to do a mission, and I ended up crashing that bitch.
That's the thing, like with Red Dead Redemption 2, like I was so geeked to play with everybody online on that. But it took them so long to come out with the online play for it that nobody wanted to fucking play it when it like came out.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here playing with myself. I'm like, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah, no shit.
I was ready to go rob banks and shit with people, and like rob trains, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, I love robbing the banks. I love. Right now, I just do the drug missions, man. I just do the drug missions, pick up the packages and the hidden. I take over little like they're doing their drug shit in the basement,
Oh,
and I go snipe them all out, take the shit that's in the safe, and then go on about my business. Just collect easy money. I don't believe so.
I want them to come out with a mafia, like in the 30s or 40s, and have it online. That'd be fun as shit. So you could have your own mob.
Yeah,
that's what I would.
Oh, are you talking about the phone game?
No, I'm talking about it was called Mafia. It was on regional Xbox. I think when it came out.
All right, I think I do. I think I downloaded like the definitive edition, Mafia, but I never got around to really playing.
Another fun one. It was kind of the same game, but it was the Godfather game was fun.
Yeah. Video games. Yeah, I'm still not super amped on. I mean, I don't think I need a new gen system right now.
The only thing I want to play is Skull and Bones, and that's still not out.
Yeah. That you heard an update on a date or anything like that?
No.
So I might as well just wait.
Yep.
I'll just fucking wait. What else? That's about it. Any movies or anything coming out that you've seen?
I went and seen the new Flash movie. I went and seen the new Indiana Jones. Cried my eyes out of both of them.
So what's this? Is this the 5th Indiana Jones?
5th and last. It made up. I was worried because of how shitty. Like I didn't like Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
This made up for it.
That's kind of a odd way to end it.
Yeah.
Like 5. Usually you get the 6 or.
Yeah. I think they should have just ended it at 3, but.
It's Hollywood, man. What else we got? Nothing. I got nothing. I'm trying to go through my fucking notes here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They didn't bring Shia LaBeouf back for that show. I'm glad.
Shia LaBeouf. What the fuck has he been doing lately?
Fucking coke. I don't know.
Yeah. Back to the man. We got off on a fucking sidebar because I still had shit at work I was bitching about.
Oh.
Construction.
Oh yeah, that has to be hell for you.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like in a lot of areas, it's in certain spots, and like all the main roads and a lot of the side roads are all fucking shut down.
Yeah.
So there have been times where I've just driven over the fucking curb.
I don't know if it's just Jackson or all constructions like that, but I feel like they hire meth heads to do it. Like they'll start one project and then get distracted and go start another one. And
That's how it is. That's how it is. Like nobody ever thinks like, okay, there's houses down this way, there's houses down this way and back this way. Fuck it, let's block them all.
Yeah. It seems like they forget about the one project they were already working on.
Yeah.
They don't come back to it till like 2 years later. It's like, oh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's always a fucking trip. And then so speaking of construction, they're doing construction at work. I don't know exactly what they're doing. They're doing like a more of a standardized floor plan for all the main post offices or whatever across the.
I've been in it since they remodeled that place.
I don't know. I mean, they didn't remodel much of anything since I've been there.
Like, I can't imagine anything being new in there. I mean, it's the same basic system.
We definitely don't do 5S projects.
Oh,
that's for sure. But they're doing like. But they are doing like some kind of a standardized design that across the board, and they're like, all right, we're gonna shut down the locker rooms, which means like the bathrooms and shit too. So there's gonna be porta-johns outside. Well, they have this one right out in front, and it's got two sitting stalls, and then maybe like 3 urinals. It's like a standard bathroom. It's got a sink and all that shit hooked up to the water system. It's piping in music. It's air conditioned.
Oh, no.
They're pretty dope. But you fucking go in there and like, the person behind you, like shit on the inside of the fucking seat. Like, how do you get shit on the inside of the seat?
That's what I don't get. Like, they can shit perfectly fine inside of a normal toilet, but once people get inside a porta potty,
and it's like in the rim of the goddamn fucking seat. Like, I just don't. And then you don't. Clean your shit up.
It's like all bathroom courtesy goes out the window once you use a porta-john.
Pretty much. I mean, you'd go to the park and get a porta-john.
Yeah. And
that would be cleaner than some of the.
That pissed me off. Can't be worse than tax bathrooms. People wiping boogers on the wall and shit.
Man, so speaking of bathrooms.
And I know that was fucking Levi.
He did. He always had that ability to fucking like shit. He would keep his asshole like in a certain spot of the toilet, so where the shit would be like right there on the back of the toilet. Like, how do you shit like that? How do you shit like that? So like when you flush, everything else goes down except for that nugget.
You fucking sit backwards.
That nugget is like one of those fucking little gel tab things that they would put in there. You know, that would stick in and freshen your bowl. Freshen your bowl. You know, the, what do you call them? The stuccos or stickos or whatever the fuck. Except it's shit. So every time you flush, you smell his shit.
It's like giving somebody an upper decker.
God damn.
You shit in the back of their toilet bowl. That's where.
We didn't have those, did we?
Yeah, in the trucker bathroom there was.
Okay, the trucker bathroom then. Yeah. So yeah. I've been tempted. I've been hella tempted.
Upper decker.
But then they started putting cameras everywhere.
Yeah, you know they're sitting there watching you shit.
Yeah, gross. Levi watching you sit there and shit.
Watch Jason Whitney fucking leave all the sloppy Joe pizza you ate.
Jesus Christ. All right, that's that. Got going. Postal taken care of. But yeah, no. On the escape pod, you know, like I'm not on their nuts hard enough already. But I was listening to like the back catalog, and Don was talking about one time he used to be a janitor for bathrooms.
Fuck that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he's like, man, I can't believe how fucking nasty like the women's bathroom is. Like you wouldn't think, you know, but
I've been told that too. Like the women's bathroom is way worse than the dude's bathroom.
It's like, what are y'all doing? Also, speaking of the escape pod, I was listening to one other older episode, and let's see. I was listening to one episode. The episode was called Hall Pass.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about, like, all right, if we gave our wives hall passes or they gave us hall passes or whatever like that, who would be on our list?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think they tried to guess. I think they cross talked to each other's wives and got their list, and they were trying to guess and all this other bullshit. But in doing that, this is fucking hilarious. This was a story that Don was telling while they were compiling their list and trying to come up with the functionality of the episode. So let me see if I can get it to play.
Ignore what I just said. No, what'd you say? If I'm right, oh, fuck. We totally forgot to tell that story. Yeah, because that for sure probably really happened. So this guy came over to buy a home gym that me and Tisha had in the basement. And he brought his kid over so that they could tear it apart and they could carry it upstairs. Well, Tisha's not here. Me and Brady are the only ones here. I'm in the kitchen chopping up a salad, and me and Brady are basically standing there telling each other about each other's day. Yeah, and talking about our fucking podcast, like, how are we going to open this? How are we going to keep this to where it's legitimately where people really don't know what we're talking about when we talk about the hall pass. We wanted to keep you guessing because, especially Luna Girl. Luna Girl had no idea what we were talking about, so we wanted to kind of keep that going as long as we could. Right. So I was talking about how are we going to do that? How am I going to open the show? And this dude is probably like, these guys have a podcast for gay men. I'm assuming that I'm the otter, he's the bear.
No.
And I look like it too. Yeah. And then this poor guy got in the car with his kid and was like, they're going to bone later. No, he probably turned to his son, grabbed him by the throat. He's like, if I ever catch you in the kitchen cutting fucking salads with some dude, I swear to God. I'm telling you.
Oh man, it's like that's part of why I love that goddamn show is because they're not even talking about the topic. They're talking about the story. They're talking about stories of before the topic.
Oh yeah.
Like an average episode will be like an hour and a half, and it'll be like an hour before they actually get to the topic.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the fun part. Like they were talking about Ahsoka or some shit like that recently. And I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan, so I didn't care about that, and I don't have Disney Plus anymore and blah blah blah. But yeah, just the banter back and forth, you know. I came up across the first episode where they started getting into it over Xbox and PlayStation. You know, like Don just does it to fuck with Brady, and it's fucking great, and it became a thing. What else, man? I swear I had like all these ideas of shit to talk about, but yeah. Patreon. That's about it. Nothing. No new movies. kind of
So
a
are
dry
your kids
spot.
freaking out about the Friday Night at Freddy movie? Like my kids are. Or...
Like freaking out in a good way, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Lena won't shut up about it.
But the thing is, it's pissing me off because Herbie, my oldest, he won't call it Friday Night. He calls it finesse.
Yeah.
Finesse.
That's what she does.
And that
FNAF.
shit fucking drives me nuts. I said, why don't you just say it?
Hey, Dad, they have a new FNAF trailer.
Yeah.
Like what?
I didn't know the hell it was at first.
What the fuck is FNAF?
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Duh.
This shit drives me nuts.
But then doesn't it take you back to like when you were a kid explaining your nerd shit to your parents?
It does, but like I feel like my shit made sense.
Fair.
Maybe
Well,
he thinks this does. I don't know.
I was talking about this before, like, you know how you always bitch about what your kids are watching. Man, these are stupid fucking movies, stupid videos that you guys are watching. Why do you watch them? And then you go back to something like Pee-wee's Big Adventure,
Probably Beavis and Butthead.
where he's fucking taping his nose and shit like that, or Beavis and Butthead, and you're like, okay, I'll shut up.
Yeah.
But no, it actually looks like a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard's in it. You know, I think there was a TikTok I watched recently where they're like, all right, so the best Ghostface is coming back to like run the next new horror franchise or whatever like that.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty dope. He's old as fuck though.
I like Matthew Lillard though. He's the shit.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a whole lot of bad movies that he's been in.
No.
I don't know if those Scooby-Doo movies held up the entire way through.
I liked them. I still like them. There's only 2 of them.
Really? I thought there was like more than that. I thought they made a whole series.
Uh-uh.
I know that he's also playing Shaggy in the cartoon.
Yeah, he's played the Shaggy in the cartoon since like 2010 or something like that.
Yeah. Good deal. I think it'll be pretty good. I've only really played the first game back when it was still available on cell phones.
Oh yeah.
So I remember Queef Cummings at TAC was telling me about it.
Yeah, I haven't. That's all I've ever played.
And I'm like, that sounds dumb as hell. And then I start playing on my phone on break time, and you got to check the cameras and all this other bullshit. And then, you know, you don't micromanage your electricity and the doors being shut. Here come these little motherfuckers trying to, you know, killing you. And it's a jump scare type of fucking game. I think they're a little bit more advanced now.
Yeah, I haven't played any new ones.
I know Lena's doing Security Breach. I don't know if she's ever beaten it or not. There have been a few times where she's stuck and I'm trying to help her get through, but yeah.
The boys want to play Among Us. I've never checked that out.
Among Us.
That's what those little. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. We played that for a hot second.
I don't even know what it's about. But
So
check it out.
So let's say you have 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
One of you is the one of you is the villain or the spy, and you basically go around. Everybody has like some tasks you can do, like wire up some air tanks or do this with the security and lock these doors or whatever like that. And one of you, your job is to go and kill every fucking buddy. Oh, so it's like a whodunit type of thing.
So you gotta be secretive about it.
Yeah.
That sounds like it'd be pretty fun. I'd check that out.
I mean, me and the kids played it for a short period of time. It was hard trying to get us all like linked up on this phone or this system.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. But yeah, it was a good time. I don't think they play it much anymore. You see a lot of memes and shit about it on Facebook and shit. But it was a good time for a little bit. It was like it'd be like a good party game. I don't think it'd be something where you want to sit and just play it every single day.
Yeah, you just hook up once in a while and play.
Speaking of games, like I think I've given up on The Simpsons Tapped Out again.
Because
every fucking 5 minutes there's a goddamn there's an update. All right, well, we need 7,000 megabytes to additional space.
They want you to pay for shit?
No, they don't want me to pay for shit. You just have to have fucking space for it. It seems like every time I load it up.
That's why I quit playing phone games, because every time you get to a certain point, you're like, hell, I'm having fun with this. And then, like, you shut your shit down.
There goes and deleting it. Because, yeah. Hey, you don't have enough space.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, let me delete another app or whatever like that. Still not enough space. Well, fuck this game. It's because like they have different skins and different contests, different activities your characters can fucking do for like whatever theme it is. So right now it'd probably be like the 4th of July, Independence Day type shit. Later on in Halloween and everything will be all spooky and shit, and Christmas and so on and so forth. So it was cool. I deleted it before. It was a really long time before I got back to it. It's addicting once you get back to it. I'm stymied now. So
the boys are still in the Pokemon Go.
A lot of people are still in Pokemon Go. I gave it a fair shake. I get it, but I'm not. not to where
I keep it around playing. That's how I keep Fortnite around, because the boys get to play it, and I learn the shit while they're gone, because their mom doesn't want to play video games up there for some reason. I don't know why. But
you guys get signal up there because they're up north, right?
They have to make their own antenna.
Man. Go get the foil. Stand that way. No, now put your leg up, like the old school rabbit ear TVs from back in the 80s and 90s.
I think that I think they're prepaying for their internet.
Ew.
You get the prepaid cards. I think they're they're gonna do stuff like that up there.
But that's a bad idea if you got gamers or people that are always on their phones.
I think that's the only way they can get it. I think where they're at.
Yeah. Well, shit. Let me go adjust my notes a little bit. Let's take a fucking commercial break, and then we'll be back momentarily. Man, she's fucking pissed off.
Who's that?
My Nerdvana Toys and Collectibles, Jackson, Michigan's one-stop shop for nerds of all ages.
Do they have Funko?
They got you.
Super 7?
They got you.
What about Mezco?
Mezco, Hasbro, McFarlane, My Nerdvana Toys and Collectibles has got you covered. Whether you're just starting your collection or expanding a current toy hoard, My Nerdvana's professionals will hook you up. My Nerdvana Toys and Collectibles. Find them on Facebook.
In-person shopping by appointment only.
Dad, were we robbed?
No, what are you talking about?
Well, what happened to that old fridge, that broken TV, and all those boxes?
Oh, Curtis came and got it. Tactical Trash Out.
I thought he did the lawn care.
Yeah, but not anymore. Tactical Trash Out is servicing homes in a completely different way. Getting rid of all that old junk and clutter people have in their garage, their attics, their basement. Whatever you need to get rid of, call Tactical Trash Out.
Awesome! What's his number again?
Tactical Trash Out. 517-395-3628.
Or is that the kid?
Oh, they hear.
Yeah,
that's all you do, though.
Okay. You just can't nail that artwork. Perhaps you've written the next best-selling kids book, but you can't draw it. With that deadline rapidly approaching, it sounds like you might need a miracle. So let Chimera Design be the answer to your prayers. Chimera Design works with all mediums and specializes in all kinds of artwork, from logos, t-shirt design, book covers, children's book illustration, board game and card game design, and more. There's really no job too big or too small, because Chimera Design can do it all. So if you have an idea, let Chimera Design get to work for you. Email BrianRitson@gmail.com. That's Brian, RITSON, @gmail.com. Or find Chimera Design on Facebook. Chimera Design, let them get to work for you.
All right, and we're back. So apparently my father's in the other room singing. I don't fucking know. So we're gonna go ahead and get to this topic at hand here. The Sandlot 1993. It's one of those coming of age classic movies for kids growing up. I'm not entirely sure if I let the kids watch that or not.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it's a good one.
Well, yeah, it's got a couple of notable actresses in that. It's basically about a kid who goes to, is it a New England town?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he's the new kid. His name's Scott. He moves there with his mom and his stepdad, who's played by Dennis O'Leary, and his mom is Karen Allen.
Oh yeah,
the chick from
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, yeah. And he wants to go out and make friends, and they're like, "Oh, Scotty, you just gotta go out and get out there,
get into some trouble."
I don't know about. I mean, I didn't have this collective group of fucking homies back in the day. We didn't play. I lived in the ghetto, man. Everybody was a hood rat over that way. But yeah, he's trying to fit in. I think he said he had a plastic fucking plastic glove that his grandma gave him or whatever like that. He ends up checking out tries to get his stepdad to teach him how to throw and play catch. And what does his dad do for a living?
His stepdad?
Yeah. He was like a traveling, was he a traveling salesman
or something? Yeah, something like that.
All right. So he took us some time and he started trying to show him. Of course, he's got that fucking little girl throw,
Catches him in the eye.
All right, man. You go, just hold the glove. I'll throw you the ball. And blah, gives him his first black eye. And everybody, all these motherfuckers, Porter, Squints, let's see. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm trying to think like what this kid's name. Kenny De Nunez. All right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got on here? Scotty Smalls, Benny Rodriguez. Yeah, and they would rag on him, but Benny was the one that took him in. You know, they needed 9.
Yeah.
Or how many you need for a baseball team? Because I don't fucking know.
8.
All right, let me go ahead and go through the fucking. There we go. Summer of 19. There's got to be a. There we go. Scotty Smalls moves to a new neighborhood. Blah 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 blah. All right, so Benny takes him under his wing, and he becomes part of the local baseball buddies. They fall into adventures involving baseball, treehouse sleepovers, and the desirous lifeguard Wendy Peppercorn at the pool, the snooty rival Little League team, and the traveling fair. Then they fuck around and meet the Beast, this legendary dog that's on the other side of the fence. Kids for years have been hitting the ball over the fence and losing their ball.
Cheesy ass puppet.
There's we'll get to that here in a minute. But no, like that big legend, man.
Yeah.
You know, they're always like, you know, you've heard those stories, yeah. Bloody Mary and all this other bullshit. And now there's this giant dog that's supposedly eating people. You know, the cops go to the guy's house and tell him he got to lock him up in his basement or his backyard, chain him up, don't let him out, and all this other bullshit. That's where the famous forever. It was good times. Let's see. So I guess they're in 5th grade, most of them.
Yeah, I was reading something about that. They originally wanted to be like 9 and 10-year-olds, and then they're like, "Yeah, we have to make them older."
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see here, and then they what happens next? So, like, I read into it a little bit, and the director wanted Benny and Scotty to like have this buddy relationship. Mm-hmm. Like, they had them hang out, run their lines and shit like that before they met any of the other kids, so they would have like this close knit relationship, you know, opposed to everybody else.
Camaraderie.
Yeah, exactly. What happens next? So they knock a baseball up over the fence. I think it's Scotty that does it.
Yeah.
With the tutelage of Benny, knocks it over the fence or whatever like that. They lose the ball. Mom can't play no more. And Scotty's like, wait a minute, you guys. I got a ball we can use.
Oh, no, he tried to go get the ball, and they start freaking out.
Well, they start freaking out. You know, that's when he learns about the Beast and all that. They have the sleepover, and, you know, they start telling the ghost stories and shit like that. But, yeah, I think the next game, I think it was Benny that knocked the guts out of this fucking baseball. And they're like, oh, man, now we can't play no more, blah, 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 because we don't have any money to go and buy one.
Babe Ruth.
And then Scotty's like, well, I got a ball. I got a ball in my dad's. I'll be right back. And he goes and brings this ball back. The thing is, nobody looks at this ball. Yeah. They just automatically just start whipping it around. They're all
huge
like
Babe Ruth fans. They would have noticed that shit.
And then I think they hit that ball over the fucking fence. Yep. And you guys, we gotta go get that ball. They're like, nah, man, forget it. It's all good. We'll play. We'll catch up. We'll get a new ball. No. You don't understand. I gotta get that fucking ball back. That's my dad's ball. Like, you're not getting that ball back. The Beast is back there. Fucking forget about it. You guys don't understand. That wasn't my ball. They're like, hey, man, where'd your dad get that ball? Some lady fucking gave it to him. Even wrote her name on it. Baby Ruth. And then they start fucking freaking out. You had a Babe Ruth baseball and you fucking played with it?
He reminds me of fucking Warren.
Fucking Warren. That fucking guy. So, yeah, that would be some bullshit. You know, hey, I got an idea. They start playing baseball with this bullshit. And, man, dude, you ever been in a pickle like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Explain.
Huh?
Explain.
Shit, you just don't want to fuck with anything. He's like, if it was my dad, you just left that shit alone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Back in those, especially this is the 60s.
But I was a teenager when this happened. I was scared shitless afterwards. I thought I was be funny and do the prank where like you wrap a rubber band around the kitchen sprayer.
Oh no.
So you turn it on, it fucking sprays you.
Yeah.
My dad had his karaoke system
no.
sitting out on the counter. I don't know if he was cleaning it or what, or doing something with it. But I was sitting there waiting for somebody, and here he comes. I was like, oh shit. He turns it on, and he dodges the shit, and it sprays all over his equipment.
That's his fault.
And I mean, I was sitting there like, oh shit. But he thought it was funny. Like, I was scared shitless for half a second.
Yeah. That's his fault. That's his fault.
He wasn't mad about it.
Shit. All right, so let's see. Reading through, they got there's one hot, like there's so many different things going on in this movie aside from this baseball business. They decided to go to the pool because it's dreadfully hot, like the last couple of days we've been having around here.
Oh,
you know? And Squints, the little nutsack or whatever, is like super. He's just hung up on the lifeguard, Wendy Peppercorn. Looks like a bitch anyway. You know what I mean? But it's like, man, one of these fucking days, man, one of these fucking days. And he comes up with this plan, like, I got an idea. You know, he go, what the fuck is he doing? He's going over to the deep end.
How to swim.
He's going over to the deep end. He can't fucking swim. And so here's Wendy Peppercorn, you know, takes him up. He's out unconscious or whatever like that. She starts doing mouth to mouth on him. And then she's pumping on his chest, listening to see if he's breathing. And that's when his eyes pop open. And his friends are like, what the fuck? And he's got that big shit-eating grin on his face. You know, like, ha. And then goes back and then makes out with the fucking lifeguard.
During that thing, the director like sat him down and had a conversation with him. He's like,
keep your tongue in your mouth.
Yeah, he's like, keep your tongue in your mouth.
I like those stories, man, because it takes me back to Weird Science.
Yeah.
So like Kelly LeBrock had to kiss Mitchell Elon Smith, the guy that plays Wyatt. And I guess he totally went for it. Crammed his fucking tongue into this chick's mouth. And I don't remember if she beat his ass or punched him or slapped the shit out of him or whatever like that. But that like they hadn't spoken because of that for like a really long time. So it's funny hearing this. And yeah. Now, what else was she in? The chick that plays Wendy Peppercorn. It was I want to think she was in one of the Scream movies, if that's the same chick.
Oh, okay.
Let me go look that up right now.
Just a random victim?
No, I think she was in I think she played one of the cops, if I'm not mistaken.
She does look like a female.
Let's see the Sandlot. Here we go.
She has that look on her face.
Yeah, she looks like a twat. Let's see here. Dennis O'Leary. Okay, Marley Shelton. Yeah, she does look familiar. She was in.
Still hot.
Planet Terror, Death Proof, Bubble Boy.
Which one?
What do you mean? Which one?
There's an original one.
Oh, not the original. I think this was the one with was that Jerry O'Connell that was in that?
Or no, it was what's his name?
Oh, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, he was in the original, I think. No,
they remade that. Well, no, because there was the one that was way back in the day with John Travolta.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Bubble.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That was the original.
Okay. Yeah,
and then they made something similar later on.
It wasn't Colin Farrell. Who was that? Shit, I have to look that up.
All right, so like, let's see what else she was in that I know right off the bat. Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore, Sugar and Spice, where the one cheerleader gets knocked up and they're all trying to I think they rob a bank or some shit like that. Valentine, Bubble Boy. That's what you're thinking of. Yeah. It has Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's who it is. Yep.
Jake Gyllenhaal. That's also got Danny Trejo in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie I think I've seen the movie once and never watched it again.
Sin City. She was a customer in Sin City.
That's a good movie.
Planet Terror, Death Proof, Grindhouse, all that bullshit. Nothing really notable. She was Deputy Judy Hicks in Scream 4. And then she got killed in, spoiler alert, got killed in 5. Yeah.
Fucking Sin City is the only movie that Elijah Wood creeped me the fuck out.
Yeah, those fucking glasses.
Yeah.
It was those fucking glasses. All right. So ends up getting his ass. Well, I'm sure like in real life, that chick would have beat his ass.
Oh, yeah.
But she just fucking flings his ass out.
Yeah,
I think
they all got banned.
They all got banned?
Yeah, that's what he said. They all got banned.
They all got banned.
He ends up marrying her, though.
Later on, you find out she actually got married to him.
They had a bunch of kids.
Let's see. And one particular hot day, blah, blah, blah. There we go. And then one day they fucking go to the local fair.
Yeah. They eat all that chewing tobacco.
Hey, guys, guess what I got? I got chaw.
Have you ever tried chewing tobacco?
No.
I got into it for a minute, and then I got this shit called Skull Extra.
Yeah.
And it fucked my world up. I thought it was just weak to it. Like, I was on the toilet for like fucking 4 hours.
God damn.
My cousin, he chewed nonstop, so I just gave it to him. It was a bad batch. He got fucked up too.
Well, they all took a big fucking big handful of this shit, started chewing on it, and like their faces when they got on the tilt-a-whirl, whatever the fuck it was, that made my stomach hurt.
I guess those faces were real because how many takes they had to do.
Yeah.
And I guess the fake chewing tobacco was a mixture of beef jerky and licorice. Can you imagine that taste?
That'd probably make me throw up too. For real. Gross.
So those faces were pretty real.
I want to think Benny's the only one that didn't partake in that.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. And then somewhere after all this bullshit, okay, 4th of July happens. I'm trying to think. At one point, they get accosted by like the preppy boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they challenge them to a game. Yeah, an actual team, actual uniforms. They got their goddamn bikes and they're all fucking shiny and spiffy, and they got their cleats and all that other bullshit. They start trading insults back and forth. You play ball like a girl. Let's see here. And they try all kinds of shit to get this baseball back.
Oh yeah, they get that rector set out.
Yeah, I think that was Smalls.
Yeah, he had that the kaleidoscope made out of fucking cereal boxes.
Yeah, god damn it.
That'd be my boys.
All right. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Okay. All right. Smalls, who has not fully recovered from the carnival incident, panics after learning the value of the ball, the significance of Babe Ruth autograph, and blah blah blah. What's fucking hilarious is after all this bullshit happens, like somebody says, well, why don't we just go knock on the guy's door? You know, they're like, what, are you kidding me? He's the one that fucking feeds kids to the bees. So they're all fucking terrified, and that's where all these different, you know, devices trying to they think they suspend, was it Squints? I think they suspend him over the fence on a rope trying to grab it. That doesn't work. They try the erector set. That doesn't fucking work. And then Benny gets himself like a new pair of shoes.
Oh yeah, the Flyers.
I was thinking like the equivalent. Like
he has that dream. He has that Babe Ruth dream.
Yeah. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Let's get himself in a
picture. Oh motherfucker! That's another thing I want to fucking talk about too. Like everybody's tripping out about like recasting Ariel with the black chick and all this other bullshit. Babe Ruth was a black guy.
Yeah.
The guy that played Babe Ruth in this fucking movie was not a black guy.
No.
Let's see what the fuck his name was. I remember him because he played a douche in a lot of movies.
He did a bunch of things. He always plays like a dad, like a douchey dad character.
Art LaFleur. I know Art LaFleur. He was in Man of the House with Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yep.
I know it's sad. That's the first thing that it came to. That first thing that came to mind. I think he always played like a cop or something too, like a dickhead cop. Oh my God. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective Jr. Jesus Christ. Santa Claus 3. Man, he did not have a great career, did he? Everybody and their mom was on House. Santa Claus. Jesus Christ. I'd have fucking killed myself.
He played the Tooth Fairy in that.
The Santa Claus?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't remember ever. I really don't remember watching the Santa Claus. I remember the idea of it, like what happens, but I don't remember paying a whole lot of attention.
The first one's the only good one.
Yeah, they made a bunch of them. Trancers, Death Warrant, Air America. Nothing's really looking super familiar.
No.
But he ain't black, bro. He ain't black, bro. He ain't Babe Ruth.
You said Babe Ruth?
He was Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth wasn't black.
Yeah, the fuck he was.
No, he fucking wasn't.
Yeah, the fuck he was.
I put money on that.
The Great Hambino.
He's not black.
All right, this is gonna be a Brady and fucking. Oh, I got something else to fucking tell you about that because I was listening to another fucking
Babe Ruth
episode.
is fucking black. I'm shaving my fucking beard.
Okay, George. It was George something. His real name was George something, right? Herman Baseball. Well, then who the fuck am I thinking of?
You're thinking of shit. What's his name?
Does it say anything about this motherfucker at all? George Herman Ruth, Maryland. Okay. Why did I think he was black then?
You're thinking. I know you're thinking of. I can't think of his name though.
Fuck. All right. Well, I'll shut up. I'll let you take it over, bro. Why did I think he was a black guy? That's so fucked up. All right. Anyway, my bad. Back to the story I was talking about with Brady because he's like a hardcore Back to the Future fiend.
Oh yeah.
All right. And there was an episode they were speaking on. I don't remember. I think they were talking about Saturday morning cartoons, and Back to the Future popped up, and they got talking about Back to the Future, and somebody said something, brought in the life preserver, the vest, and what color it was. What color was it?
Red.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because I always thought it was orange.
Oh, it might have been the setting on the TV or whatever we were watching. I don't know.
Because I know he said that he was that he had a figure and it was red. All right. So what did I do? I went to like the group chat and I sent them. Where is it here? Somebody had confirmed that the vest is orange because it's referenced in the dialogue. They thought it was a life preserver.
Yeah.
And those are orange.
Yeah.
So that's why, I always thought it was orange.
Yeah.
But he swore up and down that it was fucking red.
Yeah.
And I threw this at him. He was like, where is it? Where does he say this?
Maybe it was red when they were filming it, but like the color can't.
He says,
it looks like it's red.
I have a toy. It's red. Suck a dick. I ain't hearing it. Fuck off. And then it's funny as shit because then Don starts fucking with him too. And he's like, I will fucking leave this chat.
Yeah, you're thinking of Jackie Robinson. That's who you're thinking of.
Okay, maybe, whatever. All right, cool. Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Whoops. My bad, America. Well, suck a dick, man. There's no such thing as mermaids anyway.
No.
And if there were, they'd be fucking fish. So shut up. Oh, y'all. Anyway, back to it. They concoct this whole plan on getting this this ball back. Where are we at? I had the thing pulled up. Now it's gone. Bitch ass motherfuckers. Okay, Art LaFleur. Yeah. Entertain the folks, man. I gotta get back to this this bullshit really quick.
Yeah, the fucking going back to Babe Ruth, John Goodman played him at one point. That was actually a good movie.
The Babe, okay, yeah, I completely fucking got that. So yeah, that's super my bad. Let's go back to the plot. Where did I leave off at? So okay, there we go. Heroes get remembered, legends never die. And then he puts on those PF flyers.
Yeah.
The equivalent for like the 80s where it was the fucking the pump. The Nike pump.
That's basically just Chuck Taylor's.
Okay.
Just a different brand, Chuck Taylor.
Well, he says, "Fuck it. All right, this is what's gonna happen." Did he jump over the fence?
I can't remember if he jumped over or what, but he got himself in a pickle with the beast.
I'm trying to think of how the fuck he got over there in the first place.
Yeah.
Because he was chained up. The dog was chained up in his house, and it was a pretty heavy duty chain. Then he sees the ball, he grabs it. Here's the goddamn it was like a standoff.
Yeah.
Because he's over the fence, the dog's here, the ball's in the middle, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna fucking get this shit. And he gets it, he makes it back across the fence, like he launches over that fucking fence. But here comes that goddamn dog up over the fence. And they do like he runs all through fucking town, like through people's barbecues and people's yards and shit like that, chasing after this goddamn dog. And the kids are all his homies are all like, what the fuck, chasing after him. And they make their way back to the Sandlot. Man, that's gonna piss me off.
Knock the fence over on top of the dog.
I remember that, but now I gotta fucking see this for myself because I don't remember the order. Sandlot. Then he gets the ball. There we go. So I'm gonna play this real fucking quick and reassess the goddamn. Okay, so here comes the dog up out of the doghouse.
Scoob.
Is that a basset hound?
No, that's a bull mastiff.
Okay, that's
I
a
believe.
fuck you is what that.
That's
dog
bigger
is.
than Scoob.
That is a fuck you is what that is. So he's locking eyes with this dog, or locking eyes with this fucking dog. The dog's got the baseball. It's like he's taunting him.
Yeah.
Like he brings the ball out to the fucking middle of the yard.
It's all slobbered.
It just cracks me up how, like, you know, the story, everybody thinks it's this great big monster and it's just a normal sized dog. All right, so he spits the fucking ball out, slobber all the hell. Then he starts moving forward. Dog's like, oh yeah? Oh yeah, motherfucker. He's got the goddamn dog chained up. And if you got a dog like chained up in your yard with a stake, I don't fucking try. I'm not delivering your fucking mail. If it's that size dog, fuck that. He's got his cuffs rolled up. He's digging those fucking PF flyers up, and then he goes for it. They call him the Jet. Denny the Jet Rodriguez. In real life, man, that motherfucking dog would have had his ass. He slides, he grabs the fucking ball.
Oh, yeah. Right there, they got him. He'd have been 8.
And then, oh, there goes that bullshit chain. I don't fuck with those launches over this fucking fence. Oh, good job, Benny, man. You're the man. You're the man. He's like, wait. He's got that oh shit look on his face already because he knows. Here comes that motherfucking dog over that fence. Completely disregarded all the other kids.
Went after him. He left that ball back.
See, if I were the rest of these kids, I just probably would have went home.
Yeah, I would have. I wouldn't have fucked with that.
I'll come back. I'll find out about Benny later.
I ain't running after him.
Oh, and that was it. Well, so I got to figure out. Where the fuck is the rest of it? Okay, that shows. All right, that shows that they run through fucking town.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember where the fuck did they. Where the fuck they ended up? The beast.
The fence.
The beast and the fence. Because I don't remember how it ended. I remember how it ended, but not how they got there. Dum, 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 dum. There we go. The beast is trapped. Okay, here we go. And what is this bullshit? Old Spice deodorant. You know, I never felt like this cool putting on Old Spice.
No,
ever.
That more like what's his name in the club? Vito.
Oh no. All right, so the dog jumps over. Oh, okay. So for some reason, how did Benny get back in there? Did he jump back over the fence? So he jumps back over the fence after running through town and all this other bullshit. The beast basically barrels through this fucking fence.
Kool-Aid man.
And now Benny's got nowhere to go, and the fucking fence collapses on this big ass fucking dog. Like, dude. And you thought for sure this dog was dead. Yeah. You thought it was over.
You feel bad for that motherfucker too.
Yeah. And again, the friends did nothing.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there. But at least they got the ball back, right? All right, so the fence falls on this goddamn dog, and he just looks pitiful, man. It's horrible watching this dog because you don't think he's gonna make it. It's Smalls that like realize, man, he's hurt. We gotta help him get out. Come on, somebody help me fucking lift this goddamn fence. Is it just Benny that does it?
Him and Benny, I think. I think they all end up joining in.
Because they're all like, man, fuck that. Yeah, I totally agree. I think that Smalls is like Warren. Because this like his whole demeanor is exactly the same. He would be the one to be like, man, the goddamn dog's hurt. And then they ended up knocking on homie's door, and it turned out to be James Earl Jones.
I would have shat myself.
Oh, that was another thing too. I want to think that they kept him separated from the kids or something because they didn't want him freaking out and talking about Star Wars with him and all this other bullshit. So let me fast forward a little bit more. The dog, they help the dog escape from the wreckage of the fence. And now Smalls is face to face with this fucking dog, thinking, "Oh man, he's done for." And the dog ends up buddying up to him, licking his fucking. Look at all that drool, man. That's fucking gross.
I'm glad Scoot don't drool like that. Oh man.
So they're all just like mystified, like what's going on. Fast forward a little bit more. Now they're all like, well, what do we fucking do? The dog takes them over by his house, his hut, and he reveals the years and years of baseballs that have been lost because nobody's fucking going over there. Man, that's a lot.
Oh yeah.
A lot of old ones.
Married too.
A lot of old ones, a lot of new ones. And then I got to do one more fucking clip on this. Mr. Myrtle.
Oh yeah. I was telling the boys, I was like, listen to his voice. Who is that? And Herb said Mufasa.
Close enough. Close enough. He got it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's not what the fuck I wanted to do. All right. So anyway, they knock up on Mr. Myrtle's door and shit like that. They're like, "Hey, we got your dog. How'd he get out? What the fuck?" You know? He's like, "Well, you know, sir, we lost our ball in your yard, and we jumped over, and he got loose, and all this other bullshit." And of course, after Squints was like telling him, like, don't knock on the fucking door, man. He's gonna feed you to the beast. The first fucking thing he says is, "Why don't you knock on the door? I'd have gotten it for you." And then he starts telling he's blind. He's also blind. Didn't he get hit with a ball?
Yeah, he caught in the head with the ball.
All right, so he's blind forever now.
He played baseball with Babe Ruth.
Yeah. And you know, so then I think it's just him and Squints, or not Squints, but Smalls and Benny go into his house and they see all the regalia, the baseball collection and stuff like that. There it is. I think that's what the one I was looking for. Let's see.
That comic ass voice.
Enjoy. He's a scary looking dude.
Dude, if he yelled at me, I'd probably shit my pants.
Good times, good times. So I think he invites the two boys into his house to show him, like, hey, you know, and he realizes, man, you're in deep shit, aren't you? Because of this baseball. He's like, yeah, it's signed by Babe Ruth. He's like, well, I'll trade you a baseball,
the whole team,
you know. And I think it's Benny who's like, no, this baseball is actually signed by Babe Ruth. He's like, so this is too. He's like, check it out, and it's like the whole was the Yankees, 1927 Yankees, including Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, and in exchange for that, you know, just come over every week and talk baseball with me, you know, and I'll take care of it, whatever. And then everything starts to work out. So like they're friends now. Smalls goes home and admits to Bill, like, I took your fucking baseball and shit like that, you know, but I have this in its place. And he was still pissed about his
grounded though.
He was still pissed, you know, because he stole my fucking shit and it's all chewed up, it's all fucked up now. But he ends up grounded. He only got grounded for a week.
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, but he got a better baseball out of it.
I think that would, a week. I think that's balanced. You know, because like me, imagine, man, getting a fucking what do you have autographed?
A few things.
Just the first thing that comes to your mind.
My William Shatner autograph.
All right, well, let's say it was a ball, a William Shatner ball, and like Herbie and fucking Forrest were playing with it and shit like that, knocked it into a goddamn yard, and then the neighbor is like, goddamn, oh my, oh my,
like George
Takei, and he's got a fucking, for whatever reason, he's got a baseball signed by the whole fucking Star Trek cast. You know what I mean? You'd still be pissed that they fuck with your shit, but you got like a better thing out of it. I'd still a week is not that bad.
But I'd be like, George Takei was my fucking neighbor this whole time, and I didn't know.
I'm sure there's a lot of perverts in your fucking neighborhood.
Oh no!
Oh my!
No, there's only one. There's only one that I know of, and he needs to be put down.
On your street?
Not in my street, but in my neighborhood. Fucking Brian Ellis.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about Brian Ellis. We gave him enough play on this fucking show.
I don't care. He still needs to put down.
Afterwards, the relationship between Bill and his stepdad improves. He starts calling him dad.
Yeah.
They continue to the boys continue to go to the Sandlot, play baseball every week or whatever the fuck the whole summer, and then throughout the years, everybody just kind of grows up and moves on. You know, moves out and does their own shit, and it goes over some of the over what happened to a lot of the kids. So I guess Hercules was the name of the beast, and they ended up making him like a mascot of their team for the rest of the
jersey.
Let's see. They all go their separate ways. Yeah enrolls in military school, enlists in the army, and he develops bungee jumping. So he's the guy that they were suspending over the fucking fence, which makes sense. Bertram, which I don't know who the fuck Bertram. I think it was the kid with the glasses. He disappears into counterculture movement, whatever the fuck that means. Timmy and Tommy, the brothers, they're architect and contractors. And they invent mini malls. Squints marries Wendy Peppercorn, and they have fucking 9 kids.
Fuck that.
Run the local drugstore. Jesus Christ. And then Porter, I think his name was Porter. He goes on to become a professional wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
The Great Hambino. Good shit. Then later on, De Nunez becomes a AAA baseball star. Just shy of making it in the majors. Becomes a business owner, coaches his son's little league teams, and calls it the Heaters after his famed baseball throw. Becomes a local legend after his pickling of Hercules, blah, 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 earns him the name Benny the Jet. As an adult, Smalls becomes a sports commentator and remains friends with Benny, which is how they played off of each other so well because he's now part of the LA Dodgers, performing play-by-play for a Dodgers game. Smalls cheers on Benny as he steals home to win the game, and they give each other that same thumbs up they had back in the day when they were kids.
That ending gives you the same feels as fucking Stand By Me's ending.
Yeah, see, I was going to mention that too. This is one of those movies that fits in the coming of age, like that close-knit group of friends, like the Goonies, Stand By Me. There was one I was like, I don't know, Breakfast Club skates on that.
Yeah.
It's not quite what but they're all like tight friends, forever after the big incident. And so they have shared some stuff after Smalls looks on at his broadcast booth at the Murderers Row ball, the chewed up Babe Ruth baseball, the forged Babe Ruth ball that he said that he put on display. All of it's like mementos in his office or whatever like that. 1962, first summer with his homies. Crazy shit, man. That was a good movie. A lot of good music on that too.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name, but it's the song that fucking pops up when goddamn those fucking nutsack kids roll into town.
I forget what song that was.
Fuck, it doesn't matter. Anyway, that was a great flick, man. I don't know. The kids are fucking touchy about what kind of movies they fucking watch and shit like that. So I don't know if that's
I don't give the boys a choice. I'm like, you're watching this.
Well, I've done that too because I made the kids watch. What did I make them watch last night? It was a horror movie. God damn it! Hold on a second. Hey, Lena. Lena! Well, no, because like Piper doesn't like horror movies. She doesn't like scary movies, but like there isn't a whole lot left on Netflix and Tubi, except like kiddie shit that I have seen a million fucking times.
I just watched that Midnight Mass.
Hey, come here for a second.
Yeah.
What was the name of the movie that I made you watch yesterday?
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's
Thank
a good
you.
one.
Appreciate it. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hello.
So Dawn of the Dead, the was it Zack Snyder or something like that did that. It was the remake, 2004 remake.
Oh, okay.
And
that's the one they had. That chick has the baby it's in the mall, right?
Yeah. Mekhi Phifer, Bing Rames, all them, Sarah Polly. Yeah, so
that one scene reminds me of me and you. We'd be sitting up on that roof looking at
Go after Burt Reynolds. That was a good time. And it was funny as shit because like we started listening, or the music started playing. Richard Cheese, the Vegas lounge singer,
oh yeah,
who makes remakes like Vegas lounge remakes or whatever like that. And sitting there like, I know that song, but it sounds different. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's Disturbed. Oh yeah. She started jamming out at the end of it. It was a good time. But yeah, I'm trying to like make them watch scary movies and shit.
Oh yeah.
For once. But Piper's not into it. She doesn't like horror movies.
The boys like it. Forrest just gets scared.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I started when I started making them watch like the scary movies. I would start with something like Friday the 13th, something that we all do. And I would take them to like YouTube and show them how the makeup works and all this other bullshit, just so that they understood that it was bullshit. Piper still freaks out. They still don't fuck with Terrifier. Terrifier's
I actually
over.
took the boys to their first con last weekend. So
Look, Cherry Capital.
Yep.
Where was that?
That was in Lansing.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was weird because Forrest was jumping in and taking pictures of people, and I had to like tell Herb to get up there and take pictures because he was all shy and
timid. Yeah, real timid.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it'd be the other way around. He was like afraid of people.
Yeah, every once in a while, that's how like Piper will be.
Yeah.
Like, you want a picture? Go up there. And,
yeah.
They get a little timid as far as asking people.
Like there's a whole like group of people dressed up as like Five Nights at Freddy, and Herb's like, nah, I ain't fucking with that.
A lot of those costumes are pretty badass.
Yeah.
Was there anybody a note there? I know Ming Chen was
Yeah,
there.
he was the only like person like respectable there. There's a couple of like the Power Rangers from Power Rangers Turbo, which I never really watched. So.
Yeah. Trying to think. I know my homie Dave was there. He was trying to get us to go out there.
Yeah, it was like $30 and kids under 12 were free. So I was like, fuck it.
That's not bad. It was a good time though.
Yeah.
They had fun?
Oh yeah. They had a good time.
Good times. Yeah, you get them into cons, man, they won't have money for drugs. Straight the fuck up.
Or bought a sword.
Jesus Christ. Any cool vendors out there that you can think of?
There's a few. They had a whole like a reptile expo there.
Oh,
really?
really?
They're trying to adopt like out pets, so Forrest got to hold a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty freaked out about it at first, and he was
about to say.
He's like, I want one. I was like, nah.
So I was listening to, I think it was TikTok or YouTube, where like this. Speaking of the reptiles, where this lady had a big ass boa constrictor or something, or a python, and it stopped eating, for a couple of days, and she got worried, took it to the vet, and the vet's like, do you like let this motherfucker lay in bed with you and snuggle with you? And she's like, yeah, every night,
Okay, stretching out.
The motherfucker was like getting ready to fucking eat you.
Yeah, size her up.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure he had enough room to, fit you in his body. God damn it. Fucking people, man. I want to start fucking with this StreamYard shit where we can do like blind reaction videos.
Oh yeah. Could you imagine waking up and be like torso deep in a snake's mouth?
Yeah. I don't fuck with snakes like that. Like if you're into snakes, cool, but I'm not gonna keep one as a pet because fuck all that.
Eat your other animals, eat your children.
Anaconda was enough. Like, yeah, I don't like snakes anymore. I'm good. And then there was this.
That's what I should show them. I haven't seen that one. Back in
the 90s, I think it was the early to late 90s. The wrestler Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's a storyline where he had a cobra. It was a legit cobra, and it had its fangs and shit, but I think it'd been devenomized. And it fucking bit Macho Man Randy Savage on his bicep.
I remember hearing about that.
He was all tied up in the fucking ropes and shit. It was like fucking terrifying. Like you didn't hear much about that, about like snakes being devenomized.
No.
So even if it was, I mean, it's still a fucking cobra.
Didn't he have a snake get loose in a crowd at one point too?
It was like
and he caught it before it went over the guardrail.
Yeah, I forget the details, but there was a point where the snake got loose and almost made it to the fucking crowd, and Vince was like, "Man,
that's the number one fear, I guess, of having that snake up there was it'll get loose one day." And
I'm like, "You let this?" I think he said to Jake the Snake, "Man, you let that fucking shit happen again, you're fired." Because I can't fucking afford like a lawsuit like that, you know. Who else is in the fucking chat? We got a couple of people already. We got 3. This is almost over.
What's up, guys?
It's almost fucking over, and you guys show up at the end. Anyway, we're gonna do a little bit of Sopranos trivia.
Don't be afraid to pipe in on the comments.
I don't care. Whatever. It's what it is. It's always a fun something. It's always something. Let's see here. So we're gonna do a little Sopranos trivia real quick. I'm gonna try and make this a regular thing at some point in the show. But in the meantime, go to patreon.com and search up the Podcast of Pain. I've got a couple of tiers on there. I've actually got a $15 tier where I'll sketch something for somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And Brian Ritson, shout out to Brian Ritson, a longtime supporter. I'm working on his commission right now. It's kind of driving me nuts. I haven't drawn in a really long time, but I'm gonna knock it out for $15 because he's always hooked us up with good shit. So I'm gonna try and make that cool. We also got Queef Hurley. We got Don Della Snucci, the Escape Pod, as well as Kevin Bailey. Appreciate you guys. You are funding my alcohol addiction. Pretty much, man. What else we got going on? Make sure you check out our fellow friend pods, the Escape Pod, on YouTube and your favorite podcasting applications. Just search up ATSW, the Escape Pod. Don's also got a secondary pod with Lunar Girl called Stranger Things Has Happened. It's a pain in the ass fucking finding it, so you probably more than likely just hit up the Escape Pod and ask for links. Thanks again always to our friends and what do you call them? Sponsors. There we go. It's been a long fucking day. Sponsors. We got goddamn Chimera Illustration and Design, the guy that made our shirts, the guy that made our logo and stuff like that. Good guy. If you guys are in the market for a banner of some sort, you guys got a board game idea, a book cover you need designed, he's the man. Chimera Illustration and Design. Make sure you tell him that the Podcast of Pain sent you.
Oh, yeah.
Matt from My Nerdvana Toys and Collectibles. You can find him on Facebook. He's got
some good shit.
He's got a lot of good shit. He's got a lot of stock he's trying to get rid of. So make him a deal, make him a decent offer. He ships all throughout the United States of America. Also tell him that the Podcast of Pain sent you. Tactical Trash Out. Fuck Curtis. No, not really, man. He's still not servicing this part of Jackson, but he's on the outskirts.
I'm ready to get rid of my service.
Yeah, who you got?
I got Granger, and they missed 2 weeks in a row.
God damn.
Yeah, they finally picked up this week.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah, that's a fucking trip. Yeah, so hit up Curtis. Tell him and Ashley need to get back to doing a fucking podcast because I'm tired of fucking trying to come up with like true crime shit. Everything I've been coming up with lately has been like about kids.
Yeah.
I hate it, but it's noteworthy, I guess. I don't know. I think that's about it, man. What else? Anything else you want to talk about?
I think of.
All right. Well, let's knock out this let's do some trivia questions with the Sopranos. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and throw on the motherfucking... I don't have the Sopranos theme on there, do I? No, I don't. It's on the board, but it's not on this. And if I play it through the board, then it's not. Well, I'll just play a goddamn band. Just play some music. There it is. Yeah. I jacked this from the Escape Pod. Well, I jacked this from... It's their idea, but it's on StreamYard. So go ahead, man. Go ahead and pick out a couple of cards. We'll start doing some Sopranos trivia. Originally, we were supposed to do like an episode, like part 2 of the Sopranos, but things happen. Sandlot was a better idea, I think.
Hell yeah.
So you go ahead.
Who is Tony's main New York mob connection?
Johnny Sack.
You are right. Let's see. True or false? Season 1, Melfi tells Tony that she is in love with him.
That's false. Tony
You
tells
are right.
Tony tells her he's in
Yeah.
love with her. A lot of these questions are like weirdly worded, so
Yeah.
they throw you with how they throw them. Go ahead and ask me one more, so we do
Alright.
like the best of 3.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know this one. What is the name of the Sopranos family cat?
The Sopranos family cat.
Yeah,
As far as I know, they didn't have a cat.
that's what I was thinking.
Who's the cat? They didn't have one.
Trick question. They didn't have a cat.
All right.
All right.
I don't think they had any pets at all.
I see how this game is. They're dickheads.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like you're like, what the fuck? When the hell did they have that?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions now. True or false? In season 2, Tony forces Christopher to make the choice of either being in the crime family or pursuing a career as a stockbroker.
That is false. It's an actor. Right?
Yep. Well, movie biz.
Yeah.
Same thing. Let's see. Before he hooks up with Janet Soprano, Ralph Cifaretto has an affair with which widow?
It is Ro, right?
Rose Leoprio,
Yeah.
correct. And then Janice's born-again boyfriend in season 4, Aaron, has what debilitating disorder?
Shit. What is it? It's where you fall asleep all the time. Shit. What is it? I forget the name of it. I know he's always falling asleep.
Should I give it to him?
Fucking what the fuck is that? Yeah, I forget the name.
Fucking, you pretty much got it. It's
Yeah,
narcolepsy.
yeah, narcolepsy.
Almost time for turkey sandwiches.
You met Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm gonna do 3 more.
All right.
Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. All right, your turn.
All right.
And then we'll wrap this motherfucker up.
How is Ralph related by blood to Tony?
That's a trick question. He's not.
He's not just good, just a good earner.
Okay.
It says.
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, they have those bullshit questions on here. Tony Soprano is in his A 40s, B 30s, C 60s.
40s.
Yeah. That was an easy one. Let's see. True or false? Carmela hates the beach house that Tony tries to buy her at the end of the season 4.
It's false.
False. Yep.
Man. So I had that originally. I had the idea like, man, we should set up like shots for when we get one wrong,
Oh yeah.
but not like alcohol. Something more fucked up,
Some gnarly
like
shit.
vinegar, hot sauce. But I
We should do
couldn't.
the hot sauce challenges with it.
All right, you bring the fucking hot sauce. I'm down. All right, so I'm gonna loop that again really quick. All right, true or false? In season 1 flashback, Tony's father takes both he and his sister Janice to an amusement park.
It's true.
It's false. He only takes Janice.
Oh, that's right. He sneaks in the back of the trunk. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
already winning. All right, Artie Bucco has a romantic crush on A, Carmela, B, Adriana, or C, Irina, Tony's ex-girlfriend.
Dude.
Oh, good shit. And then finally, to whom is Janice talking when she calls him Mama's little tramp?
Oh, Ralph.
Oh, good
Yeah.
shit.
Ralph,
All right.
that weird shit.
Well, I fucking won that round. That was a good
Yeah.
one. Good shit. I wasn't expecting. Part of me was like, man, there's no way we're gonna keep this shit going.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna nobody's gonna slip up.
I slipped up on that one because he ended up being there, but not by his dad bringing him.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Like sometimes you sit and you watch the show,
Yeah.
and there are little things that just kind of like slip your attention.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. It's easy, but we watch this shit too much.
Oh,
So, goddamn, got that goddamn shit going. So. Next time you see us, it's going to be the 18th of July. It's going to be a Tuesday, but it's going to be 6:30, 6:35 Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be joined by a couple special guests. So I'm going to reach out and possibly get maybe Keith Lehman of Layman's Terms. Look him up on YouTube. He's got a show too. He's a good guy. And as well as Luna Girl from the Red 5 Network. She's going to be throwing us some spicy questions.
Oh, yeah.
So, hell yeah. Other than that, man, I don't know. Hit us up on the fucking Facebook. Throw us some topics you guys want to talk about or hear us talk about, yammer on, and blah, blah, blah. I guess that's about it.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's about it. I think I mentioned everything. I think we got enough. Yeah, we're doing this. It's whatever.
Do it a lot. Fuck it.
Anyway, until next time, I am the D. This is Big Will. And we will catch you on the Cubes of You on the 18th, including the Lunar Girl. Why is that not so loud now? There it is. There we go. So be excellent to each other. Party on, dude. Make sure to take your meds. Peace out.